Grand Rising loves. Happy Saturday, Saturn day. This is a day ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the planet of adversity. Saturn really likes to shake shit up, and it is the ruler of Capricorn, so it is also the planet of duty and commitment. And so it can also endow us with great notoriety and fame. So Saturday, which is a Saturn day, really feel into that energy. How are you moving into your highest path? Because Saturn also connects us with the sixth chakra, which is the brow chakra, the ajna, which houses our divine intellect. The intellect is what people like to confuse with the ego a lot. Those that teach integrating the ego, I always wonder if they're actually confusing it with that intellect, because the intellect is necessary, but it always is meant to be clear, so that everything that you speak and your wisdom that you are delivering to the other humans that you're sharing this space with in the human experience comes through that clear intellect, but it sounds like you. So as a clear filter, it'll sound like you are human, but you are already endowed with all the wisdom that you need. But the programming pollutes that, and it is an impediment. And so the ego is what actually creates the wedge for our higher purpose. But Saturn brings the connection to that divine purpose. And it really is like the planet of alignment with your highest purpose and path. And so it will shake shit up if you're not aligned. And so Saturday is a really good day to get aligned. And so we are in the last day of the waning cycle of the full moon. Tomorrow is the official new moon. And so I'll be burning my old focus wheel before I close out this video. But really allow yourself on this Saturn day to gather your thoughts and your practicality in moving forward, because tomorrow's new moon is going to be one of the most powerful new moons of 2021. We are in Aries, a new astrological year. And so really be aware of the energies that you want to create for yourself and manifest moving forward in this new year, because tomorrow would be the day to turn that divine energy into something tangible for yourself. So Saturday is one of the best days to do that, to align with the practicality of that. And so this is the spread for the collective consciousness today. The sacred geometry that showed up for today is the invitation. The invitation is the spiral aligning, but this really talks about portals, a divine opening to the higher self. And I love that this showed up on a Saturn day, because like I said, Saturn will align that sixth chakra with your highest self, your highest path. But the invitation showed up in reverse. So when it shows up in reverse, it is a warning. It's saying that you've been dabbling where you really were not well versed in dabbling. So you have opened yourself to energies that can be harmful, dangerous, malicious even. And so it's asking you to ask for help. So if you have been doing sacred ceremony or practices and kind of just willy-nilly winging it because of something that you read, be very aware on the energies that are surrounding you right now. Because if you have done what this card is saying that you've done, things are going to be very uncomfortable. And I don't want to scare anyone, because I get lots of calls that people will say, oh, there's something demonic. I think there's entities. And, for someone to send it to you, it takes a huge amount of energy to do that. And the karmic ramifications of that are immediate. But if you are lighting candles, setting intention, creating sacred ceremony, and you really don't know what you're doing, you can actually open portals and doorways for energy to come in. And I have cleansed homes where there were open portals because someone was messing around because of some incantation that they read, and they set it into a mirror or lit candles and said some things that they thought would actually help them, but they're then inviting in all of these energies into their space. And that can be very dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. And or even lighting sage and not knowing what you're doing. I mean, it does make a difference. Intention is everything. But just the simple lighting of sage is not going to clean your space. I mean, you have to know how to do it. It's not, I don't know. It's not like a magic wand that it works in the hands of everyone. I guess that's the best way to say that. So just be aware of that. And if you have questions about this, please reach out to me. Private message me, DM me, text me, whatever, and we can talk about that. Completion showed up in the reverse again. And so I am never fearful of cards in the reverse. I actually welcome that, because it's showing an awareness of the universe to your path. So when it showed up first, it showed up in the upright, and it's saying, yay, great job, you've reached level completion, now step into the newness. But then almost immediately after, 2 days after, it showed up in the reverse, and it's saying, wait, you reached this completion, why are you still dragging around the old? Why are you still carrying on to this extra weight that you're supposed to let go of to step into the new? And so it again showed up in the reverse, and that's the message of that in the reverse. What are you doing? You have to cut ties with this. You can't just say, yay, I reached a completion and I'm letting this go. Like, you really do have to let it go. You really do have to move on. And there are many things that cannot be taken into the new. And so when an experience is expired, you can't then just take facets of that, because it will actually prevent your growth. You have to create the greatest amount of space that you can for all of that newness to fit into your experience. So a lot of times we hold on to specific facets of old because we feel it keeps us safe. It's like a security blanket moving into the new, and the newness doesn't feel so radically new and scary. But that's what this card is saying you gotta do. Like, you gotta let go. And so Numite showed up, and it's interesting that Numite showed up, because literally just talking about Numite yesterday with beautiful Monica when she came to share space with me. So this is Numite. Numite is billions of years old, and it's one of the oldest stones that exist. And it has this great depth to it, but when you look at Numite, it actually looks like a mini galaxy. So these are the Numite stones that I use for healing sessions. It doesn't look like much, but when the light reflects in it, it's like, it truly is like holding a galaxy. And it's only harvested in Greenland. That's the only true Numite. So Numite talks about reunion because we are from a singular source, and our purpose is to return to that singular source, to return to unity consciousness. And so anything out of alignment with unity consciousness is meant to be eradicated and healed. And so reunion, when you work with Numite, it actually helps to realign you with source and to see those spaces in your own life where you're creating that wedge, where you're creating separateness, so that you can return to that original frequency of love. Very powerful stone. And so Amaru, the culmination of today's spread, is the beautiful place. And so when you have proper intent and you are guided by divine sources, not just kind of winging it, and you let go of that old and you create enough space for the divine abundance that is truly meant for you to move into this newness, you can reconnect to the unity consciousness. You can again embody that original frequency of love. And this is what is the result. So Amaru, the beautiful place, is not some childhood folly or daydream. This is a true possibility. And all possibilities are infinite. You are never dreaming big enough, grand enough, fantastical enough. So that's the culmination of today's spread. And like I said, we are in the eve of the new moon. So I am burning my old focus wheel so that I can create a new one for tomorrow. And I think I did pretty good with this one. It was channeling my dormant potential, knowing that I am more powerful in stillness. And that is the power of the divine feminine energy, embodying that. And so I did participate in a sweat lodge this past month. And so there she goes. She's burning pretty well. And so burn your old focus wheels and create new for tomorrow, because this is going to be a powerful new moon. So really own it and step into newness and manifest something phenomenal for yourself. I love you. Thank you for gifting me your most valuable commodity, your time and your energy. Thank you for sharing this space with me. I love you. I am sorry for any disharmony that I myself have created. Please forgive me. Thank you for this opportunity. As always, I love you. I love you.